Did you ever want to improve or change something, but you didn't know where to start, or you thought, that's too big for me? As it might happen to single persons or groups trying to influence policy making. But what can we do? Follow some rules of strategic communication and use practical tools. The Policy Dialogue Manual has been developed by experienced staff of civil society organizations in East Africa exactly for that, showing important entry points and providing CSOs with concrete tools and guidance for policy action. But first, what is policy dialogue? Policy dialogue is an approach which emphasizes cooperation, relationship building, and common understanding between various actors including governments, intermediaries, and communities in order to facilitate inclusive and participatory development. It favors dialogue that is understood as a partnership rather than a competition and emphasizes sustainability because transparency, accountability, as well as resource mobilization and utilization are observed by various actors involved in policy dialogue. If you already were engaged in policy dialogue or tried to do so, you probably know that it's so helpful having a guide with useful strategies and really practical tools inside which assist during the process. You know what? Here is the Policy Dialogue Manual. Everybody talks about equality, but it is often a long process to get there. Inequalities are the result of different structural factors and influences. Sometimes, it may be that key stakeholders are not sufficiently involved or informed about their opportunities, or they do not consider decision makers' perceptions for a variety of reasons. For example, smallholder farmers might have disadvantages compared to other stakeholders on the market when selling their products due to unequal power positions or unequal access to information. The right policy can make sure that different perspectives are taken into account and that diverse interests are being heard and considered on an equal level. When well done, policy dialogue processes can be powerful advocacy platforms for CSOs and valuable sources of information and solution for duty bearers too. It is important to note that each community or country context comes with different practices and procedures of policy making, implementation, and enforcement, all depending on their constitutions and legal frameworks. CSOs should take time to carry out a review of the policy space in their country as well as the respective context. The manual guides through the processes of preparing for policy dialogue and analyzing different policy-making contexts. When doing policy dialogue, having a clear strategy and undertaking different preparatory steps are necessary, such as constituency building and community engagement, establishment of networks and coalitions, media engagement, policymaker engagement. Policy dialogue processes also come with different challenges. The manual provides recommendations on how to face those based on the practical experiences of CSOs in East Africa, which are also highlighted in different case studies. What can always be done is to bring all stakeholders to the table and start communication. By listening and understanding the other group's point of view, one's own picture changes and ideally a common, more complete puzzle emerges. Strategic communication is at the heart of policy dialogue, saying the right thing at the right moment to the right person in the right place. The Policy Dialogue Manual supports all of us in doing better together.